We have practice set 3.4, question number 8. In the adjoining figure, in triangle ABC, seg AD and seg BE are altitudes and A is equal to BD. Prove that AD is congruent to BE. In this question, we have a figure here. In this figure, triangle ABC, in triangle ABC, AB, AD and BE are altitudes. Now altitude you can say height of the triangle, in other words. Or we can simply say the perpendicular from one of the vertex to the opposite side. So AD and BE are the altitudes, which are the perpendiculars. Now we also have the information that AE is equal to BD. We have to prove that seg AD is congruent to seg BE. Now understand this, in this question, we have to prove the segment AD and segment BE congruent. In all the other questions, we have proved two triangles congruent to each other, but this is not the question of proving triangles congruent. Okay, we have to prove segment AD congruent to segment BE. Remember all of you, even to prove two segments or two angles congruent. Okay, याद रखना कोई भी segment या कोई भी angle अगर आपको congruent prove करना है ना, you have to always first prove the two triangles are congruent. If the two triangles are congruent, then their corresponding sides and corresponding angles can be proved congruent. So here, to prove AD congruent to BE, we have to search for two triangles, one containing side AD, other containing side BE, and they should be congruent. So just have a look at this. For AD and BE, we are selecting the triangles. Okay. So AD and BE, we have to select two triangles for it. So for triangle, for side AD, just understand this. There are actually two options for AD. You can take triangle ADB or you can take triangle ADC. Okay, but since we have information about BD, we'll take triangle ADB. Okay. So here we take triangle ADB, first triangle, in which side AD is there. We have to take one more triangle in which side BE should be there. And since we have information about AE, so we have taken triangle BEA. So ये दो triangles से देखो, अगर आपने इन दोनों triangles को congruent proof कर दिया, तो आपका segment AD and segment BE, being the corresponding sides, will be congruent. Okay. So remember, even if you have to prove two sides congruent, you have to first prove their triangles congruent. So now we know which triangles to select: triangle ADB and triangle BEA. ये दो triangles हैं. So write down that proof in triangle ADB and triangle BEA. In triangle ADB and triangle BEA. Okay. So in triangle ADB and triangle BEA, what we have is, see, the first, there are two right angle triangles. All right. There are two right angle triangles. So we have to first think which test is applicable. Now just look at the figure, all of you, and try to think about the test. Think which test can be applied here. Search for the equal parts. जैसे कि वहां पर देखो AE and BD are already equal. Okay, there are right angles. So as I told you, the moment we see right angle triangle, we have to check for hypotenuse side test. And how to check for hypotenuse side test? The first thing we should check if the hypotenuse are equal. So for the first triangle that we have taken ADB, for triangle ADB, angle D is 90, so the hypotenuse will be side AB. Okay, so side AB is the hypotenuse for the first triangle ADB. Now when we take the second triangle BED, angle E is 90, तो उसका जो hypotenuse होगा ना, उसका hypotenuse होगा side BA. So we can say that the hypotenuse is actually the common side here. Okay, that means the hypotenuse are equal. Along with that, we have AE and BD equal, so it is sufficient to apply hypotenuse side test. So यहाँ पर हम hypotenuse side test apply करेंगे. And you know how to write hypotenuse side test? First right angles, then hypotenuse, and then equal sides. So let us start with the right angles. So write down, everyone. In triangle ADB and triangle BEA, write down 90 degree. Angle ADB equal to angle BEA. दोनों का reason आएगा, दोनों का equal to आएगा 90. Remember here, we are writing the measure, and that's why we are using equal to sign. Write this, all of you. Angle ADB equal to angle BEA equal to 90 degree. All right. Sorry for the background noise. Please see the screen and you have to write down the second statement. Triangle ADB congruent to triangle BEA. The next thing that we will write is the hypotenuse. Now the hypotenuse for both of them is AB. So write down hypotenuse AB is congruent to hypotenuse AB. Reason should be common side. Write down this. After writing the hypotenuse, we have to write down the equal sides also. The equal sides are BD and AE as it was already given in the question. So write down BD congruent to AE. Reason is given. So now we can say that triangle ADB is congruent to triangle BEA and the test will be hypotenuse side test. So please write down this line. Triangle ADB congruent to triangle BEA hypotenuse side test. So once we prove the two triangles congruent, remember their corresponding sides or corresponding angles can be congruent. The sides which we require are AD and BE. Okay, so AD and BE are the corresponding sides. Look at that. AD and BE. So just write down that AD congruent to BE. Reason आएगा इसका CSST, CSCT. Write this all of you. So what we have done is to prove the segment AD congruent to BE, हमने सबसे पहले दो triangles select किए containing side AD and side BE and we have proved those two triangles congruent. तो अगर आपको segment equal prove करना है तो पहले दो triangles select करो, prove them congruent, and if the two triangles are congruent, their corresponding sides will be congruent. So we have proved that the sides are congruent. All right. Now the 3.4 question 6, we are going to write this one also. So we have, see the question here, 3.4 question 6, prove that if bisector of angle BAC of triangle ABC is perpendicular to side BC, then triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle. Now here in the textbook the figure is not shown, so we have to draw the figure by reading the question. So see what are the things which we require. We have to prove that if the bisector of angle BAC of triangle ABC, the first thing we require is a triangle ABC in which we have bisector of angle BAC, okay, and it is perpendicular to side BC. So when you draw the bisector of angle BAC, as you can see in the figure, that AD is the angle bisector. It is angle bisector and it is also perpendicular to side BC. So on side BC there should be 90-degree angle. All right. Then we have to prove that ABC is an isosceles triangle. So first, everyone write this question number and draw the figure. Write this question number and draw the figure. Be quick, everyone. Draw this figure quickly, so we have to write down the proof also. All right, so we have triangle ADB congruent to triangle ADC by ASA test of congruency. Write down this, all of you. Triangle ADB congruent to triangle ADC by ASA test of congruency. All right, so the two triangles are congruent. When the triangles are congruent, their corresponding sides will be equal. So corresponding sides here will take side AB and side AC. So AB and AC are going to be equal sides. These are the corresponding sides of congruent triangles. Okay, so write down. Therefore, AB, side AB congruent to side AC. Reason आएगा CSCT. Side AB congruent to side AC, CSCT. So AB and AC are congruent sides. If AB and AC are the congruent sides, what can we say about the bigger triangle ABC? If side AB and AC are equal, what can we say about the bigger triangle ABC? So if the two sides are equal, AB and AC, then we can say that if two sides are equal, what type of triangle it is? In a triangle, when two sides are equal, what type of triangle it is? It is going to be an isosceles triangle. So we are talking about bigger triangle ABC. Right in the final statement. Therefore, triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle. Okay, write down. Triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle. All right. So that's how we prove the triangle is isosceles just by proving the two sides equal. Okay. So I hope all of you have completed this writing part. We'll see the next question. Now, let's see the next question. Now, I don't want you to write this. Let's have a look at this, what the question is. The question is from problem set question number 2. Now, here we have triangle ABC is isosceles in which AB is equal to AC. Segment BD and segment CE are medians. Show that BD equal to CE. So we have this triangle ABC, which is already an isosceles triangle. Now in the textbook, the figure is not shown along with this question. So whenever the figure is not shown along with the questions, we should always create the figure. Even in the exam, you'll have to draw the figure. I don't want you to write it. Just have a look at it. Just pay attention. So we have this triangle ABC where two sides AB and AC are already equal. BD and CE are medians. Now what is the median? Median is the segment joining vertex of a triangle to the midpoint of its opposite side. Okay, एक segment होगा which will join the vertex to the midpoint of opposite side. Vertex means, let's say, point B. If I start from point B, we have to join the midpoint of its opposite side. So B का opposite side है AD. So D will be the midpoint of AC. So BD is the median. Same way when we start from point C, so we will have CE, where E will be the midpoint of AB and CE will be the median. So we have these two medians. After taking these two medians, we have to prove BD and CE are equal. So BD and CE are equal. Now if you remember the question that we did where we had to prove the two altitudes equal, something same is here. We have to prove BD and CE are equal. So to prove two sides equal, BD and CE, we should first select two triangles. One triangle should contain side BD, other triangle should contain side CE. So tell me, which triangle should we take containing BD and which triangle should we take containing CE? So tell me two triangles which we should select and later prove them congruent. एक में साइड BD होना चाहिए और एक में साइड CE होना चाहिए. So tell me that. Okay, so yes, most of you have told me this. It can be triangle ADB and triangle CEA. Okay, there's actually one more option, BEC and BDC. But BC के बारे में ज़्यादा information हमारे पास नहीं है. Okay, even if you take BC common set, still we won't be able to prove the triangles congruent. So we'll take the two triangles which are at the top, which are above the lines. So the two triangles that we select for BD, we'll select triangle ABD. Okay, BD will select triangle ABD, and for CE we'll select triangle ACE. ये दो triangles हम select करेंगे, and we'll try to prove them congruent. All right, so just have a look at this, all of you. So in the two triangles, अगर आपको इनको congruent proof करना तो you have to check for congruent parts. Now remember, these two triangles are overlapping each other, so we can already see that angle A is the common angle. But what about the other parts? Okay, which are the other parts that we have to also check? Okay, so for proving the two triangles, we need to have three pairs. We need to have three pairs of congruent elements. So the first pair we can see AB and AC. Okay, as it is given in the question, AB and AC are equal. Then we can see there is angle A congruent to angle A. Okay, so when I take the first triangle, let's say ABD. In triangle ABD we have AB, and in triangle AC we have AC. So AB and AC are equal. Then angle A is common to both of them. The third part we don't have. So which is the third part that we have to think about? Okay, yes, it is like 3.26 question, correct. All right, so what we'll do here is, first of all, just understand this. We have AB and AC equal, remember. Take AB and AC are equal. Now on this AB and AC, we have points E and D, which are the midpoints. So usse kya hoga, since AB and AC are already equal and we have drawn the medians. So by drawing medians, BD and CE, we get D and E are midpoints of AC and AB respectively. So D will be midpoint of AC and E will be midpoint of AB. When D is the midpoint, just have a look at this. When D is the midpoint, tell me something about AD. What should be the relation between AD and AC? Look at AD and AC. AD and AC. Can you see this? AD. So AC is the bigger segment and AD is one small part of it. But since D is the midpoint, we can say that AD is equal to half of AC. What does that mean is, if AC is 10, अगर AC का लेंथ 10 सेंटीमीटर है तो AD 5 हो जाएगा, उसका हाफ हो जाएगा, ठीक है. So AD will be half of AC. Okay. Same way, tell me about AE. What can we say about AE? ये किसका half होगा? AE will be half of which segment? AE will be half of, correct, it is AB. So AE is half of AB. Now observe these two equations very, very carefully. Now see that in the first two equations, in the second and third equation, we can see that it is half of AB and half of AC. Okay, AD is half of AB, sorry, AD is half of AC and A is half of AB. But what do we know about AC and AB? We know something about AC and AB. We know that AC and AB are equal. So see what we have done. See carefully. In the figure we know, okay, Acha, Raju, just pay attention here. AD, when we see the figure, we can conclude that AD is half of AC because D is the midpoint, isn't it? So AD half of AC ho gaya. We have written equation 2. Then we have AE. When you see the figure, E is on side AB. So AE will be half of AB. All right, which is equation number 3. When we compare equation 1, 2, and 3, we come to know that AC and AB are already equal. Okay, AC and AB are already equal. If AC and AB are equal, just remember in the equation number 2 and 3, is your right side and a right side. These are equal. Half AC is equal to half AB. If half AC is equal to half BD, the right hand sides are equal. We can conclude that the left hand sides are also equal. So we can say that if half AB is equal to half AC, then our AD and AE are equal. So we can conclude that AD is equal to AE from equation number 1, 2, and 3. Anybody any doubt in this? We have proved that AD and AE are equal. AD and AE are equal because AD is half of AC and A is half of AB. So AD and AE are equal. ठीक है, जब AD और A इक्वल हो जाता है ना, when AD and E are equal, this will help us in proving the congruency of two triangles. So let's see the congruency part. So we'll call this AD equal to AE as equation number 4. Now we take the two triangles, again same triangles, triangle ABD and triangle ACE. So remember, in these two triangles we have just proved, in triangle ABD and triangle AC we have just proved AD and AE equal. AD and E हमने अभी prove किया, and some information is already present, that is AB is congruent to AC. It is already given. We also know angle A is the common angle. That means angle A congruent to angle A, reason आएगा इसका common angle. And the third element which was missing, it is now available with us. As you can see in the figure, this AD of triangle ABD and AE of triangle AEC. So AD, side AD is congruent to side AE, which is proved in equation number 4. So here we are getting two pairs of sides and one pair of angles. So we have triangle ABD congruent to triangle ACE, and the reason will be SAS test of congruency. So we have now proved the triangles congruent by SAS test. Once the triangles are proved congruent, we can prove that their corresponding sides are equal, and the corresponding sides will be the ones which we require in the question, that is BD and CE. The BD and CE being the corresponding sides, we can prove them equal. So just write down, just we have to write at the end, seg BD or side BD congruent to side CE. And this is what we had to prove. Okay, side BD is congruent to side CE. So like the question which we solved in 3.2 question 6, same way we have to prove this one, but the additional part is we had to prove AD and AE equal. Okay, everybody understood this? Okay, Harshit, CE will not be hypotenuse. The reason it will not be the hypotenuse, because there are no right angles here. अगर यहाँ पर right angle होता तो हम hypotenuse side test use कर सकते थे. All right. So at the end we should say BD equal to CE, because question में था to prove BD equal to CE, so we have just proved it. Hence the question is proved. Next question which we have, okay, next is a concept which is a very, very interesting concept of isosceles triangle theorem. Okay, you already know what is an isosceles triangle. Now we are going to study the theorem related to it, and this theorem is very, very useful in finding the measures of angle. Let's read this statement, everyone. If two sides of a triangle are congruent, then the angles opposite to them are also congruent. As you can see, the statement is in the form of if and then. So whatever is written after if and before then, so the part before then is said to be the given part. So as I can read here, two sides of a triangle are congruent is the given part. Anything after then, that is the angles opposite to them are also congruent, is to be proved. So as per the first line, two sides of a triangle are congruent, that is our given information. So we have in triangle, we have a triangle in which two sides must be equal. So in triangle ABC, AB is equal to AC. All right, this is the given information. What do we have? In triangle ABC, side AB is congruent to side AC. So if two sides are congruent, then we say that the angles opposite to them are also congruent. Now see the angles opposite to them. The angle opposite to AB, okay, the angle opposite to AB is angle C. Okay, and the angle opposite to AC is angle B. Now since we have AB and AC congruent, when the two sides are congruent, then their opposite angles are also congruent. So we know that the opposite angles are B and C. So if side AB is congruent to side AC, therefore angle B is congruent to angle C, and this is our isosceles triangle theorem. All right everyone, समझ में आ गया ये क्या है? तो आपको सिर्फ इतना याद रखना है, जहां पर भी आपको दो साइड इक्वल दिखेगा, whenever there are two equal sides, जैसे कि AB and AC, if AB is equal to AC, so the angle opposite to AB is angle C, and the angle opposite to AC is angle B. So angle B and C are going to be equal by isosceles triangle theorem. Okay, so angle B is congruent to angle C. समझ में आ गया theorem सबको? So the moment we see isosceles triangle, where we have side AB and AC equal, we'll say that the angles opposite to them are also equal. All right. So we have to see few questions based on them. We have to see the proof of it. That will be the last part of this lecture. So since we have 1 minute 30 seconds left, so I will be ending the lecture right now, but I want everyone to very quickly re-log in so that we can see the questions, the proof of this theorem, and then we'll end the lecture after that. So we still need around 25 minutes. Okay. So I'm ending the lecture from my side. I want everyone to re-log in as soon as this lecture ends. So you have the lecture ID, meeting ID, and password is there with you. So please re-log in quickly. Okay. So I'm ending the lecture from here. I want all of you to re-log in with the same meeting ID.